Hey all, I just finished building this decomposer for a customer and I was testing it out and I thought, maybe I should try to do another narrated demo for the decomposer because I don't think I've really done one that was really, got into it and explained how it worked and blah blah blah. So here we are. So the toggle switches. The inspiration behind this comes from my love of early microprocessor technology and early personal computer technology. It's kind of the same thing. And computers like the Altair 8800 and the MSI 8080, which is kind of a clone of the Altair. These are very early computers, and they didn't do terribly much. But you would program them using an array of toggle switches on the front panel of these computers, and you were literally putting ones and zeros into the microprocessor, and then there was LEDs that would light up, and that would be, it was the LEDs and the toggle switches was the I/O. So that's how you interacted. That's how the information you got from the computer came from the LEDs generally. And like I said, you programmed it using the toggle switches. So, and that always just, I don't know, there's something special about that to me. And maybe it's just the fact that you're getting your hands right in on the surface of the microprocessor, this chip. It's not going through this massive convoluted thing. It's like you're right there. It's like very simple. I think the simplicity of it is one of the things I admire about it. Anyway, this is not a computer, and it's not but I thought, it'd be cool to be able to, different combinations of, toggle switches being engaged or disengaged would give you very different fuzz sounds. So you would program it for the particular, fuzz tone that you wanted from it. So came about very slowly. There wasn't a bunch of toggle switches at first, and slowly it morphed into what you see today. So besides the toggle switches, you have the input and output pots. This controls the signal going into the circuit, and it really can have a very drastic effect on what comes out of it. So you'll go to a certain switch, certain program, and then you adjust this to get a certain sound, and you'll see once I start messing around. But for different settings, you'll have different toggle switch settings. You'll have different alter switch settings, I should say. You'll want to have different input control settings. And then we have the output, which is just the volume. So, and you'll notice there's a lot of, clangy octave fuzz sounds within this. And you also notice there's a lot of settings where you'll have, you'll hear the clean, unaffected signal of the guitar mixed in with the annihilated version of it, which is cool, especially when you're playing on bass, when you're using it on bass. While I'm not a big fan of the clean blend, because there's a lot of settings on this that are the fuzz is just really intense and bright and doesn't always have a lot of low end. Having that clean blend in there just keeps everything heavy. there's these settings that just like it just annihilates it to the point where you almost can't hear it anymore. There's some settings that will produce no sound whatsoever. And you might not be able to tell, but when you get those tremolo settings, it's the harder I hit the string, the faster it goes, and it will go so fast that it turns in. It kind of like goes from being the sound being chopped up to being so fast and so close together that it produces a constant sound rather than a chopped up one. And this setting, of course, the input is has a lot to do with, how it reacts to your playing dynamics. Gets this great skipped record kind of effect, or skipped CD, showing my age. Alright, let's try it on bass. I'll be right back. Alright. And sometimes at certain settings, you'll flick one of the switches and it will do nothing. And then you'll flick another switch and now that switch that did nothing is now doing something. What am I doing here? There's times I totally forget how to get certain sounds out of this thing. It's just some ridiculous sounds. Overloading my amp with low end, which gives you an idea of what it's capable of. It's a little too, it's up a little too high.